What is going on YouTube? It's JackLangston501 here, and today we're going to be resetting my stats. Now, I hit level 200 last night. I've really enjoyed playing the game, so before I reset my stats, I'm going to go through all my stats and everything that I've accumulated getting up to level 200, and we're going to sort of see what I've been doing, and I'm going to explain why I want to reset my stats. So let's get into my stats right now. My stats right now, if we go to the barracks, at the moment I've got nearly 50,000 kills, my score per minute is 333, I've got 1.42 KD ratio, and this really is why I want to reset my stats. One reason I want to reset my stats is because I've reached Master Prestige, I've done the game. As far as I know in myself, I have done the game. I've completed the game as far as it can be done for myself. I was going for Dark Matter, but I'm not really that fussed about Dark Matter because there are a lot of guns that I don't enjoy using, a lot of weapons I don't enjoy using. So the reason that I want to reset my stats is because I've just reached that Master Prestige. I'm getting a bit bored. The level ups are really, really slow, and I enjoy that part of the game where you level up. Those first 30 levels, I really, really enjoy doing them, and I don't get to experience that anymore. So another reason is because when I first started playing the game, I hadn't played Call of Duty probably since Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2. I've played a little bit of like Black Ops 2, a little bit of things like that. I never played Ghost, I never played Advanced Warfare, so I'm a bit of a Call of Duty noob as such, but if you've watched some of my videos, you will know that I'm not bad. I can get some good gameplays, and I win most of the time now. I'm a much better Call of Duty player than I was when I first got Black Ops 3, that's for sure. So my KD ratio, 1.42, is really, really low. Well, not really low, it's kind of low. For how good a player I am now, it's really low. I should be on about 3, I reckon. I'm going to be going for about a 3 KD ratio after I reset my stats. That's going to be what I'm going for. And the score per minute, I'm going to try and up that as well, get that to about 500, because I reckon the first 8 or 9 days gameplay, I'm currently, as you can see, nearly at 12 days gameplay on this. The first 8 or 9 days gameplay, I was sitting at about a 0.91 KD. And my score per minute is low because I used to play a lot of Team Deathmatch. I'm not probably going to play as much Team Deathmatch anymore. If I play Team Deathmatch, it'll be for going for 50 pluses and things like that, and going for nuclears in Team Deathmatches. That'd be the reason why I'd get them. So I thought, seeing as the last sort of few days gameplay that I've had, the last sort of month or so, I've really, really upped my game, and as you can see through my videos, I'm a lot better now. And I want to just restart really. Let's just go through my weapons: the Kuda, BMP, KN, and the Razorback. The Kuda is my small map gun. That's the gun that I go to when it's Combine or when it's evac or something that's small, something that's got a lot of corridors. I wouldn't be using the Kuda on a map like Infection or something like that because it's just not good. My KN44, that is my go-to AR. That is the gun that I will use on the bigger maps. If I feel that I need a bit of extra range that the Kuda doesn't give me, I'll use the KN44. I'm not a huge fan of the KN44 on smaller maps, although I can use it. But the KN44 is my go-to assault rifle. The BMP is a gun that I have used fairly often. It's my second most used gun. It took me about 2,000 kills to actually begin to like the gun. I used it a lot because it was the most hyped over gun when the games first come out and for the first few months. So I used it a lot at the start, and I haven't used it much recently. The Razorback, I only had about 700 kills in this gun about 2 weeks ago, and then I started playing hardcore because I've seen some videos on YouTube where people playing hardcore, and it was all about the reaction time. And I thought, if I'm a good player now, I should excel in hardcore mode. If I can use the map well, and because I've learned the map so well with 12 days gameplay, if I can use the map well, use the jump well, I have a scuff controller as well, I think hardcore would benefit me. So I decided to start playing some hardcore, and the Razorback, of course, as a lot of people will know, is one of the best guns for playing hardcore in. So that's why that's got so many kills on it within the last sort of 2 weeks. The specialists I've used, kinetic armor was my go-to specialist a lot when it came, when I first started using it, because of that extra life that you got from the kinetic armor was just so beneficial to a player who wasn't a top player, who wasn't a good pub stomping player. I'm not saying I'm a good pub stomping player now, but I'm a lot better than I was. So Now I seem to use the combat focus a lot more. The combat focus is something that I've been using a lot recently because I've been going for higher kill streak, higher gameplays, high scoring gameplays and higher kill streaks. I often run the Wraith and Raps, and the combat focus just helps me get there a lot of the time. So the War Machine was something that I used a lot when the game first started coming out. I've probably not used the War Machine in the last 4 or 5 months, since maybe before Christmas, but that is something that I use quite often. So equipment, I don't really use equipment. The only time I use equipment is if I've got a spare slot and I'm a 9 out of 10 on my tokens when it comes to create a class. So I'll just slap equipment on, and most of the time I forget to even use them anyway. Score streaks, UAV, counter UAV, Wraith, Raps, Hater. The Hater is something that I've not used at all until the last sort of month or so. The Hater, and I think 57 Haters in a month isn't bad. It's not bad, is it? Probably a few days gameplay for someone like me who doesn't really put it on very often. I only really put it on when I'm playing hardcore as well. But it's definitely something that I'm going to be using a lot more often now. The Hater, now that I feel like I'm a much better player. I'll be using the Hater to help me get nuclears. I've never had a nuclear in Black Ops 3. I had plenty of them in Modern Warfare 2, but that wasn't really difficult, was it? Let's be honest. So I'm going to be going for some nuclears in this sort of area of COD. Now that I'm going to reset my stats, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's get on to the resetting. I can't remember where you go to reset. Oh, down there. Okay. So 50,000 kills. See you later. We are going to hit that fresh restart. Should I do it? Should I do it? Oh, right. I'm going to hit the button right now. Okay. You ready? Use fresh restart. There's no going back. There's no going back. We lose. Oh. Level 1, guys. We are level 1. Here we go. We are back to the start. Let's just have a look at what actually saves when you do a fresh restart. I would hope, yeah, you still get everything that you got out of supply drops. I'm actually very happy about that because I have 11 out of 13 supply drop weapons. Does that mean that I can create a class with supply drop weapons? Yeah, so I think I will be using... I can use the RSA interdiction early on. If I want to use some melee weapons, I can use... I've got loads of these melee weapons now, so many of them. I'll be able to use the Marshals from early on as well, and the NX Shelter from early on as well. So, let's just have a look at my stats now. I can't even open it right now. So, we are level 1. We're going to be enjoying COD again from the start. Score streaks are all back locked again. Yeah. Black market is still there. Oh, my 7 crypto keys carried over. I'm so glad that they carried over my 7 crypto keys from the previous one right now. So, I guess it's time for me to make a class and start leveling up again. The road to 10th Prestige has begun. It's begun again. This is going to be fun. I'm going to really enjoy doing this. And yeah. So guys, that was a pretty bold move by my part. I hope you've enjoyed that, and we are going to be killing it as a level 1 noob. Everyone's going to think, oh, we've got this fucking level 1 on our team, but little do they know it's JackLangston501. We're going to be slaying it as an early level. Cheers for joining me in the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next one.